course, it's great to see all the Norristown High cheerleaders and faculty administrators out to support the Eagles on this very special Thanksgiving Day homecoming football game. I'm Jeff Brandon along with Alan Raleigh and Tony Koya.
Yeah, Jeff, I was going to mention, I don't believe I've ever seen this stadium packed with this many bodies. It is truly a lovely day here, and this is one of the best rivalries in the area. And the community has really come out to support this team.
Oh, it's fantastic to see. I see they've rigged up a makeshift fence on the far sideline to keep folks away from the field.
Yes.
You've got the end zone stands are packed, the Upper Merion stands are packed, and of course the Norristown High side is absolutely crammed with people.
Yeah, the walkway between the beginning of the stands and the start of the track is completely full of people. I'm a very bad judge of numbers, but I would bet we must have 8,000 bodies here.
Oh, I think easily, yes. And at $2 a head, that's a nice revenue maker.
Are we going to try and put in for a little piece of that action there? And you can see on your screen right now the Norristown Eagles are coming out, and they're getting a little bit psyched up and probably a little bit warm out there right now, jumping up and down.
Well, they can be happy. They're in the sunlight. We're not.
Yes, I'm beginning to wonder, is this press box, are they cooling meat in this locker or something?
I think that might be the effect that's taking place.
Here we go.
Good to see you, Jeff.
Hey, Alan, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, well, you know, it's homecoming. Had to disappear for a while.
Well,
Let you
I
handle
also-
the tough festivities.
I also disappeared for a short time. Spoke with a lot of my friends from the class of '83.
I have to mention one of mine, Greg Dubner, a man who 5 years ago on this date, Thanksgiving, we did our very first game at Vikings Field. It was a 13-7 upset over Upper Merion with Steve Bono at the helm. Greg and I were there standing on top of a press box 70 feet above the ground, having fun freezing watching a football game.
As we see the first kickoff here in the second half.
It's always the first kickoff in the second half.
All right,
when they do this.
don't be difficult. Norristown High brings the ball up to the 33-yard line. On the carry for the Eagles that time, number 44, Forrest Davis. Just to cover my bases with a lot of my friends, say hi to Joe Jenkins, Tim Sean, Darren Zakarian, Phil Bugg, all those guys down there, and of course all the ladies here from the class of 1983.
I
Can't name them all. There must be 20 or 30 I just saw.
And they all asked for autographs, right? Frank Casano on the bootleg, taking it, has plenty of running room, spins away from a tackler off the sideline. He may be out of bounds, though. We'll have to see where they're going to mark this ball. Casano all the way up to the 32-yard line, and that's where it looked like for a second he went out of bounds at around the 45, but apparently he kept his footing in bounds, and Casano just rolled off quite a few tacklers, and I think Upper Merion was just kind of, I don't know, napping on defense there.
That was absolutely incredible. What an individual effort by Frank Casano. He got the initial blocking from his teammates, but then he did the rest on his own, got 15 or 20 yards more on that play than he really should have gotten. Great run by Frank.
Frank probably, with that run, has more yardage on the ground than the entire Eagles team did in the first half. 14-6, Norristown up here. 1 minute gone in the third quarter. And they go right over now to Bobby Carson. Carson trying to evade a couple of would-be tacklers, picks up about 5 yards on the play.
And Bob Jackson on the tackle for Upper Merion.
Set you the Norristown offense, number 11, wide receiver Billy Evans, flanker number 2, Andy Town. And of course, Bobby Carson, number 81, also comes into the ball game, shuttling plays from the sidelines. Number 5, Frank Casano. Number 35, Jacques Rochette, the starting fullback. Starting at tailback, number 40, Van James. And the offensive line, Jeffrey.
Number 78, Bill Angelucci. Number 60, Mike Palladino. Number 65, Art Bell. Number 50, Joe Glisson, your center. And number 86, Brian Murphy, at tight end, along with number 74, Terry Kennedy.
I am quite impressed. I told you to memorize the line and the cheerleaders, and you did both.
Thank you, thank you. Jacques Rochette pulls his way up, close to a first down. I think he's going to be about a half-yard short.
Brian Russo making the tackle that time for Upper Merion. Ball now on the 24. 3rd and 1 play here. The give is to Rochette, and he might have enough to get it. We'll have to see where they mark that ball. In there in the tackle, number 49, Jim Carresco. And the Eagles' rushing attack, other than Cassano's bootlegs, really has been ineffective today. However, their defense has been coming out with the big efforts. Well, Jeff, you couldn't ask for a nicer day to have homecoming here at Roosevelt Field.
Well, you expect it's going to be cold, and it certainly is. It's not exactly a warm day, but we've had one of the most incredibly warm autumns that we've had in the Norristown, Philadelphia area in a long, long time, and it's just finally gotten cold.
We didn't get real football weather until a couple weeks ago. 4th and 1, they're going for it, folks. Rochette and James in the backfield. They give it to Jacques, and he has plenty for the first down. Give him a pickup of 3 yards. The ball advanced to the 21-yard line.
And that time we'll give the first down to the offensive line. Terry Kennedy on the left side of the line. Art Bell, those guys opened up some room that time for the first down.
You're right, a good strong start out of the blocks that time for the Eagles line. And a good call too. 4th and 1, you're deep in their territory. If you can get a touchdown here, you're really going to have Upper Merion backpedaling. 14-6 already, the Eagles up. Cassano a 1-yard run in the first quarter, and Luther Harling an interception return in the second frame. Cassano dropping back, plenty of time. Looking down for Bobby Carson, he is picked off. Upper Merion picking off the ball. That is number 34, Al Vagnosi. And that time, Carson was wide open. Cassano's pass was there, but Vagnosi was playing a step behind Carson, just stepped up in front and took the ball away.
And Norristown High just gave Upper Merion a golden opportunity.
And we will be back in just a moment with more of this game.